15 games. One Saturday night, records broken, favorites falling, upsets nobody saw coming. And one team scored 147 points. This is everything that happened on the wildest night of the NBA regular season. Buckle up. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. April 11th, 2026. The second to last day of the NBA regular season, and the league did not hold back. 15 games, coast to coast, east to west, upset to blowout, thriller to absolute demolition. We are breaking down every single game. Right now, let's go. We start in Atlanta, the Hawks hosting the Cavaliers. Now Cleveland came in with something to prove. Playoff seeding on the line. Every game matters. But Atlanta had other plans. From the opening tip, the Hawks were locked in. Sharp passing, aggressive defense, running the floor like it was Game 7. We start in Atlanta. The Hawks hosting the Cavaliers. Cleveland tried to respond. They pushed, they fought, but Atlanta just wouldn't let them breathe. By halftime, the tone was already set. And when the final buzzer sounded, Atlanta Hawks to 124, Cleveland Cavaliers to 102. A 22-point statement win. Cleveland leaves Atlanta with their heads down, not the preparation they wanted, heading into the final day. Next up, Miami Heat traveling to Washington. Now the Wizards have been one of the worst teams in the league all season, but it's still the NBA. Anyone can show up on any night. Miami didn't care about that. They came out blazing, and I mean that literally. The Heat offense was absolutely on fire. 140 points. 140 points. On the road, Washington tried to keep up early, even had some moments, but Miami turned up the pressure, and Washington folded like a piece of paper. Final score, Miami Heat 140, Washington Wizards 117. The Heat sending a message to everyone watching: we are ready. Do not sleep on us. Detroit Pistons traveling to Charlotte. This was supposed to be a fairly simple game on paper, but Detroit made sure there was nothing simple about it. They came with that. Classic Detroit toughness, physical, relentless, hungry. Charlotte just couldn't match. The energy Detroit brought, the Pistons dominated the paint all night, controlled the tempo, never let Charlotte find a rhythm. By the fourth quarter, it was already decided. Detroit Pistons -100, Charlotte Hornets Casaratas. Detroit picking up a big road win in the second to last game of the regular season. Philadelphia 76ers heading to Indiana to face the Pacers. Now this one had playoff implications written all over it. Both teams needing wins, both teams playing with their backs against the wall. Indiana came out strong at home. The crowd was loud. The Pacers were feisty. But Philadelphia had that desperation energy, that survival instinct. They grounded out, possession by possession, stop by stop. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't flashy, but it was effective. Philadelphia 76ers to 105. Indiana Pacers 94. Philly staying alive, fighting for every inch of playoff positioning. Nobody said surviving was supposed to look good. Madison Square Garden, the most famous arena in the world. New York Knicks hosting the Toronto Raptors. The Garden was loud. New York faithful showing up like they always do. And the Knicks They fed off that energy. From the very first possession, Toronto tried to weather the storm. They have some young talent, some fight in them. But this was New York's house, and the Knicks made sure Toronto knew it. Sharp ball movement, confident shooting, defensive intensity. New York Knicks minus 112. Toronto Raptors minus 95. The Garden goes home happy. The Knicks rolling into the final day with serious momentum. Orlando Magic heading to Chicago. The Bulls coming off a difficult stretch. Orlando coming in. With something to prove, Chicago tried to use home court advantage. Got the crowd into it early. But Orlando's energy was on a completely different frequency. Tonight, they moved the ball beautifully. Got out in transition, made Chicago work for every single point, and Chicago just couldn't keep up. The Magic pulled away in the third quarter and never looked back. Orlando Magic ke-127. Chicago Bulls minus 103. A dominant road win for Orlando. The Magic making a statement at exactly the right time of the season. Milwaukee Bucks hosting Brooklyn Nets at home. Brooklyn has been one of the league's most disappointing teams this season, and Milwaukee made sure they felt every bit of that. On this night, the Bucks were in control. From start to finish, physical, organized, efficient. Milwaukee's size advantage was just too much for Brooklyn to handle. Bucks pulled away steadily. Never panicked, never let Brooklyn back in. Milwaukee Bucks minus 125, Brooklyn Nets minus 108. A comfortable home win for Milwaukee. The Bucks looking like a dangerous team. Heading into the postseason, Boston Celtics hosting the New Orleans Pelicans. Now let me ask you something. When was the last time you saw a team look this dangerous? Because what Boston did on this night was genuinely frightening. They didn't just win, they demolished. From the opening tip, Boston was operating on a completely different level. Every pass was crisp. Every shot was falling. Every defensive play was locked in. New Orleans had no answers. None. The Celtics just kept coming. Wave after wave after wave. And when the final buzzer hit, Boston Celtics 144. New Orleans Pelicans minus 118. 144 points, a 26-point blowout. The Celtics are scary right now. Whoever faces them in the playoffs, good luck, you're gonna need it. 8 games, 8 stories. A record-breaking night from Utah. A statement from Boston. A shock from San Antonio. A thriller in Houston. And Lakers closing the night. In Hollywood fashion, tomorrow, the final day of the NBA regular season. 15 more games. Playoff seeds decided. Legends made. Seasons ended. You do not want to miss it. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. And we will see you for the biggest night of the regular season. Let's go.